Once upon a time, there was a candy girl that entered in a town. The people thought it was strange for someone to enter a town. Then suddenly candy rained it from the sky. People were very shocked, but one person wasn't. They had a grinny look, and they were trying to tell their child not to go for the candy. But the child went running off with the guy's arms and went for it. Then suddenly the girl entered the town, and the people said, what is your name? Are you okay? The girl said, my name is DW. Then they took the girl inside. The very person that Fairy was holding his child not to go near the candy said, we should not let her in. She probably made this candy rain. Well, the other people said, you don't know if she did, so we're just going to let her in. They let her in, and Fairy asked her, where did she come from? And she said, she said, you would not understand. And then they allowed her to choose someone to take her home to their house instead. She chose a woman with brown hair and green eyes. Well, on the drive to the one with brown hair and green eyes, she asked, what is your name? The one with the green eyes and brown hair said, my name is Angel. And the girl that Fairy chose her said, DW that chose her told her very about her children and the names that they have. She said, my husband's name is Penn. My children's names are Jesse, Jason, and Matt. And they finally got it very along. Then suddenly one person found out about her. She came from a world where candy girls were made. And then they went to a house and said, let us in. The girl with green eye, Angel said, go out the window now. She went out the window running, speed as a dasher, Fairy running away. Then they opened the door, and they said, the people that entered the door said, where is she? They said, nope, she ain't here, you silly people. Very smart, with a look of denying look. They looked in the room, and the girl, DW, shut the window to create a distraction. And that. Then she went for the sheriff. Then the sheriff said, you cannot hurt. The sheriff Fairy stopped them and said, I'm sorry. You can't hurt her because your children are liking the raining candy she's raining here. The one person that Fairy didn't want their child to go for the candy, which I should have made a name for him, is Rain. Rain came out and said, no, she's making it so very bad that we could get in a car accident. And the sheriff said to Rain, don't you realize your child is liking the candy same as the other ones? And two, you haven't allowed your child to eat some candy in a few days. So the sheriff he said no and tried to tried to stab the girl with something. But the sheriff stopped him and pushed him and cuffed him and took him to jail. And they were watching the jail, and then the girl went back to her candiest world while everybody said bye. But before she went, she gave the kid of Rain. She gave the child of Rain's child some candy in a jar. Rain's child said, "Thank you," and he kept the jar ever since. The end. I hope you like this story, and that's so. It's a good story, and that it's a great kind of Pinnacle story. So I'm not. It's kind of, I'm sorry. That was a made-up story in my mind. And see you later. Have a lovely day.